I know some of you are probably gonna be like,
what? A strip club? You worked in a strip club? She was working in a strip club?
yes, I used to work in a strip club, and it is what it is. What is up, YouTube? It's Liv, and I'm back with another video, and it's gonna be a chit chat. Get ready with me, because I've seen that the few followers, or I mean subscribers that I do have, like my last chit chat. Get ready with me. So I'm back with another one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you know every single time that I upload a video. And today, my eyebrows look crazy. I forgot to tweeze them. But today we're going to do, a little story time about how I started working in a strip club. So yeah. But before I start talking about that, I just wanted to say I've been gone for a little bit from YouTube because it's been just a lot of things going on in the world, and I've just been really like sad. I wouldn't say depressed, but with everything going on, I just want to let you guys know Black Lives Matter, period. Shop Black businesses, sign those petitions, and yeah, so rest in peace to all of those who have been murdered by police and have been harassed by police or abused by police. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in this video I just wanted to do a little story time of how I started working in the nightlife and how I started working in the strip club. So yeah. And what I will say is I'm not telling people to go ahead and go out and become a stripper or none of that stuff. But I felt like I should make this video on YouTube because, eventually when I become big, I don't want people to try and shade me and be like, oh, but she used to be
A stripper. She used to be a dancer. She was an exotic dancer. And
Plus, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. And yeah, I don't really give a fuck. Like, that's what I did to make some money. And yeah, but before I get into that, let's talk about this like OnlyFans shit that's been going on, because OnlyFans been going up, right? And I keep seeing these little memes and shit like, oh,
if your girlfriend doing OnlyFans, you're not doing something right, or my girl would never have OnlyFans if she was fucking with me. This, that, and the
third. And my whole thing is, if somebody wants to do OnlyFans, that does not mean that you're a porn star or you're doing any of that. There was one point in time where I thought about doing OnlyFans, but it was just because I wanted people to pay to see like pictures of me. And no, I'm not talking about nude pictures. I'm talking about pictures of like just sexy pictures, you know what I mean? Like in lingerie and shit like that. But I'm like, this is not me. And I'm gonna get into the story time of how I started dancing, or working in a strip club, I should say, which I no longer do that due to the fact of Rona happened. And I had asked the universe like a sign on what I should do, because honestly my experience of working in a strip club was not like how all these other people on YouTube be making it seem like they make all this money, da 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 da. That was not the case. Not saying that I wasn't making money, but I'm just saying like it comes with a price. You see a lot of shit in the strip club, and I'm gonna be all the way real. I've seen bitches sell. I've seen bitches show. I've seen all that shit. all of that. And I was gonna try to not curse in this video, but I'm gonna keep it all the way real, to be honest. Like, you just, the whole club thing, it's a no for me, because I'm not about to sell my soul for $1. It ain't all what it seems. But as far as like OnlyFans and stuff like that goes, like, I don't understand like why people are concerned about what the fuck other people are doing or how they're getting their money. Look, if a girl want to go ahead and do OnlyFans, she could do it. Like, why does it have this stigma that it's related to you like having sex on camera? You know what I mean? Like, you can literally do whatever you want and you have people subscribe to you and you're making money off of it. I mean, if it makes you money and makes you happy, hey, I'm all for all of that, as long as you're not hurting nobody, you know? As long as you ain't hurting nobody, baby, then go ahead and do that. Get your money. Now, as far as me though,
Nah, I would never.
I thought about it. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I thought about it, like I just said before. Would I actually do it? No, because working in a strip club, that's not even my character. I'm so shy and so like reserved to strangers that it's crazy that that's what I used to do. But how I started working in a strip club was I had just moved down south, and I had somebody who used to be a friend. I guess that's what you could say. I don't know if I'm gonna give her a name. It doesn't even matter because it's not really about that. But so I had somebody who I was really close with at the time. And I was like, so I moved down south because, as you guys know, my business, LivLooks, I moved down south because I wanted more opportunity to focus on becoming a makeup artist and a lash tech, and like getting more clientele, building up my online website, and, you know, just networking with people. And I thought that, you know, North Carolina at the time would be that, and it wasn't. So I'm thinking, well, I'm leaving my job.
I'm gonna make all this money from my business. Yeah, like, I ain't gonna work. Like,
That was my mindset. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take a leap with the faith. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna quit my job, I'm gonna move down south with my friend, and, you know, I'm gonna get this bag from my business. And, you know, like how people make it seem on social media, like, oh, I quit my job, I quit my 9-to-5 job to start my business, and now I'm a millionaire, and like all that shit like that don't really be facts. I thought that was gonna happen for me, and I didn't really have like no plan. This is why key having a plan as far as like business things go, and goals, and setting goals and achieving those goals is very important. Don't be like me, ladies, but you know, everything happens for a reason. So I just had this whole plan in my head, like, boom, I'm gonna move down here, I'm gonna start networking with girls, I'm gonna start getting to the bag as far as my business goes. I know down south, like, getting lash extensions and stuff is more popular than up north. So I was just like, you know, it's worth a try. What's the worst that could happen? Literally left everything behind, which I don't regret it at all, but I left everything behind, right? To, you know, focus on my business. I get down there, and within the first 3 weeks that I was down there, nothing was going like how I wanted it to as far as money was concerned. Like, I wasn't able to like pay for nothing. Like, I was going broke. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I was going broke. I was dealing with shit with my car. Like, I wasn't able to pay my car, so I was like, shit, like, what can I do? And my friend at the time was like, you know what, I know you probably won't want to do this, but we can go ahead and do our auditions at a club and stuff, and you could probably make all the money that you need to pay your car in that night, right? So, and she said this to me like as soon as I got down there, but I was just like, nah, because you know it's not for me. That's what I was saying. Like, it's not for me. Like, I'd bartend or something, but as far as being like a dancer and like taking my clothes off in front of people, I was just like, I'm so shy. Like, I'm not shy, but I am shy. Like, when it comes to stuff like that, like, what? So eventually, you know, it was getting to the date where I had to pay for things. Literally the next, no, within like 2 days, I had a lot of things that I had to pay for, and I had no money like that. Like, I had money, but I wasn't generating an income, you know what I mean? So we ended up, well, she ended up calling um a gentleman's club, and we set up a day where we were going to go out there, and it was in Durham, North Carolina. If you know where that's at, comment below. And we went out there to audition, right? She had worked there previously, but she didn't have to audition because all they wanted her to do was just to call like the owner the next day, right? And so I was in there like by myself. Well, she was in there too, but I was like, damn, like I thought that, like, you know, we would audition. I was like, oh, I thought we were gonna, like, thinking to myself, like, oh, I thought we were gonna audition together. And nope. So when you go into a club, how it's set up is you have to audition. Well, not all clubs, let me not say it like that, but you have to fill out like paperwork, like as if you were applying for a job. So seeing how she already worked there and they didn't want her to do that, they just wanted her to contact the manager, I started filling out the paperwork and stuff like that. I had my ID on me, all of that, boom, right? So then the bouncer, I'm assuming he was the bouncer or the DJ, I don't know who it was at the time, was like, okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into the locker room and you're gonna go ahead and get changed. When you come out, let the DJ know that you're ready, and you're going to dance to 3 songs. So I'm like, oh shit, like this is really happening. Like, but hold on. Let's backtrack, right? So before all of that had happened, we had went to a place to get dancing outfits. So where you get dancing outfits from is like sex stores and stuff like that. That's all of that stuff. But they also usually sell like dance wear and stuff like that. So before all of this, I'm backtracking, right? Because I forgot to say it. So we went to the dance store to go ahead and get some outfits or whatever, because she had called previously. So we were like, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and audition this day, and so let's go to the dance store or the sex store to go get some clothes, right? I'm hoping that my foundation matches me this time, and it's looking like it is because I got a little bit dark. Side note. So we had ended up going to the sex store out there, which is called like Priscilla's. And so I was looking at outfits, whatever, and I was like, oh, okay. And she was telling me on like what things that I would need to like audition. Mind you, this girl who I used to be friends with, she used to dance, but she had just stopped for a little bit. So she was telling me everything that I needed. Like, so I went ahead and I got my outfits. I got a T-bar, which if you don't know, it's kind of like a thong type of thing. And I ended up getting a slingshot outfit. So I'm gonna kind of explain like what a slingshot is. So it's pretty much like a one-piece outfit, right? If anybody's ever been like in a club and dancers, they'll have like a one-piece outfit and it's like strings. It'll be like two, not strings, but like thick like this, but it'll cover like your top half, and then it will go down into a V, and in the back is two like little mini strings. So when you go ahead and take it off when you're on stage, the whole thing like comes off altogether. Did not know this at the time. I was just like, oh, this is cute, like I want one. It was a good price. So now let's go back to me like auditioning and all that stuff. So DJ tells me, okay, or I think it was the bouncer. It couldn't have been the DJ. Maybe it was. Either way, bouncer tells me, or whoever it is tells me, okay, so you're gonna go ahead and you're going to change in the locker room. And when you come out, when you're all ready, talk to the DJ, and you're going to dance to 3 songs. The first song, you have all your clothes on. The next song, you could take your top off if you want. And the third song, you have to have your top off. So this wasn't like a nude club or nothing, which I've never worked in one. Don't think I ever would. So I'm like, okay. Mind you, you guys, I am so nervous. I'm freaking out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I am freaking out. Like, my heart was in the bottom of my chest. Or, I mean, my heart felt like it was coming out of my chest. Like, I was just so nervous. And because my friend couldn't audition with me, I'm like, damn, like, I'm really here by myself. So I changed or whatever. I got the T-bar on and the slingshot, right? Because it's not a new club, you have to have like bottoms on that cover, you know, that area. So I talked to the DJ, whatever. Girl, when I tell you. So I talked to the DJ or whatever. And I tell him like the type of songs that I like and stuff. So what he said, he says my dance name. Mind you, before all this, let me backtrack again because I'm terrible at telling stories. So when you do the application, you have to do like a dance name. So I picked out my dance name. So he goes ahead and it's like, okay, so I'm gonna call you on stage to the next song. So he's like, all right, coming to the stage is da-da-da-da. And I'm just like so nervous. Like, I can really remember this day like it was yesterday. And I was just so nervous, right? And so I start walking on stage. I'm walking on stage. He's playing the song. I literally don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I know how to, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, I'm the best dancer in the whole world and stuff like that. But, you know, like, I know how to like dance pretty much. Like, it's nothing new to me. So what I do is I get on stage and I grab the pole and I'm literally just dancing on the pole. Mind you, this is like a Tuesday or something. It was like 7 or 8 o'clock at night as soon as the club had opened. There's no customers in here. The only people that are in this little club, this little gentleman's club, are the dancers and then my friends. So I'm literally on stage. As soon as they called my name up on stage, I get out on stage, I grab onto the pole, I'm dancing. All the girls that were working that day literally all sat up by the stage and were just watching me. So I'm already feeling real uncomfortable. And I'm just like, I'm dancing. I'm doing some stupid shit, honestly. When I think back to it, I'm like, wow, I'm so much better, like, dancing on a pole than how I was like the first time I ever like stepped into a club. So I'm dancing, and then the next song comes on. I'm still dancing, and I think the last song was like kind of like a slow song. So I took my thinking that it was only my top was gonna come off, my slingshot. The whole thing comes off. Bitch, I was so fucking nervous because I'm like, oh shit, like I'm really here, everything out besides down there. But I'm like, wow. So after all of that, I get off stage and I'm like still shaky. Like, you know, like when you're nervous and you get like that shaky feeling. Like when I had bills that I had to pay and I thought that this, like, you know, shit was gonna work out how I wanted it to. And it did not. But that's a story for another day, okay? So I get off stage. They're talking to me, the bouncer and like whoever the manager was. And it's like, okay, like, call us back on this day, blah blah blah, and we'll let you know like if you could work here. And like I'm talking to my friend as we're leaving, she was like, you did so good, like you didn't even look bad, blah blah blah. But in my head I'm thinking like, girl, you is lying to me. Like I feel like I look crazy, but like I said, like I know how to dance like a little bit, like nothing crazy, but I got some rhythm. So that's how I started working in a strip club. So this is how we look now so far, and I don't understand why the foundation never looks like it matches, but it does, I promise you. So I put my blush on, I did that. Let me spray my face. So I know some of you are probably thinking like, wow, like that's a shock, Liv. Like this is what you were doing. And you guys are probably thinking some whole next shit. Like most people think when they hear strip clubs and exotic dancing and stuff like that. But really, honestly, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. I never sold my soul in no club for no dollar. Now, I'm not shading nobody that, you know, has sex for money or whatever, but that's not me. Literally 90% of the time I would make money just by talking to people, giving them conversation and stuff like that. And some of you are probably thinking like, do I still dance, or why did I stop dancing? And it just was not, it wasn't for me, you know what I mean? Like I felt very much out of my comfort zone. Like after a little while you start to like kind of get used to, like, you know, like being in a locker room getting changed in front of like a bunch of females that work in the same club as you, and like you get used to like going on stage and being in rotation and like dancing. But honestly, like it just was out of my element. And it's like I wanted to be that girl that made like all this money from like just dancing, but like I always say, I'm not like popular. I'm not like really well connected with a lot of people. Like I know a lot of people, but I don't know a lot of people, if that makes any sense. So I feel like the girls that do make a lot of money in the club is because they're popular. They know a lot of people, they got clout in whatever city they live in. And yeah. It wasn't for me. So that's why I asked God and the universe to like give me a sign. Like what should I do next? Because, you know, I still got like I got a regular job too and stuff like that. And I was just like getting tired of it because the money, like, it just stopped being like the same of how it used to be so consistent. Like it just was not the same. So Ask the universe, give me a sign. What should I do? Should I keep dancing? Should I quit my job? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, my business is everything. Whenever I would talk to customers, I would tell them about like my business, not like, you know, everything, but I would always usually bring that up in conversation. Because that's all that I think about all day, every day. 90% of the time is my business. How can I make money? How can I generate some more money? So, you know, the universe gave me a sign, and baby, how they say it in Louisiana, baby. That sign was the virus happening, everything getting shut down, and of course, with everything getting shut down, that means that clubs get shut down. So I was like, all right, this is my sign. I'm gonna take it. I asked, what should I do? And I received a sign on what I should do. And people ask me like, oh, well, are you gonna go back to the club like when it opens? Like, no, definitely not. The club environment, like, it is nice. Like, it's got its good and its bad. Like, I kind of miss it some days, even though I officially just like stopped it altogether because of everything going on in the world. But I kind of miss it some days because like I miss that fast money. Like, you know what I mean? Now, I wasn't a girl that made like the most amount of money in the club or nothing like that, but I was definitely was not the girl that made the least amount of money though. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, I just miss it. I just miss like all that money, coming home and like counting all that money, you know what I mean? And like it being able to like save a lot easier. But at the end of the day, it's not for me, and I'm not about to keep forcing that shit no more. I started working in a club because I needed some money at the time, and it's like my business is low-key starting to like take off and shit, and I don't really need the club. I don't need to live in that toxic, or to live, I don't need to be in that toxic environment where, you know, like girls are real catty and they like everything is a competition. And I get it, that kind of is a competition when you're in a place and you're making money and you're surrounded by a bunch of other beautiful women, including yourself. And some days you feel like shit because it's like, damn, why didn't I make this much money tonight? Or damn, why didn't I really make nothing? Or why did this person make more than me? And like then you start to get in your own thoughts, and like it's just negative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that fast money comes with a price, and my mental and my happiness is way more worth than a fucking dollar from some dude that probably don't even really respect women anyway. So that's all that I'm gonna say. Anybody out there that wants to start doing it, just know it's not what it seems. It's got its good and its bad, and I ain't mad. It rhymes. But do you guys like my highlight though? Like, let's get into it. Let me spray my face again. Maybe it'll make it look shinier. All right. You see it? So I'm gonna give you guys a little tea.
The tea is hot. It's hot, baby.
But so this is like this packaging that I have, and this is the highlighter, and this is my logo in white, and that's how the highlighter looks. Now, I've been testing this highlighter out for since December. What is it? December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So about 6 months. Wow, that's crazy. But I've been debating like if I want to add highlighters or not to LivLooks. Like, I don't know if I like this highlighter that much, or if I could find something better. Which is why it's important for you guys to, you know, definitely test out your products for a long time to know if you really like it or not. So I'm still debating if I want to like release that or not. I don't know if I do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually do my liner off camera and put some lashes on, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, you guys, so I'm back. I got my lashes on, liner is done, and the lashes I have on are in Shy from LivLooks.com. I'm gonna link it right below in the description box, so make sure that you go ahead and click that link and shop LivLooks. Lashes are $15. Once you subscribe to the mailing list, you will get 15% off your first order. All right, so that is it. And yeah, you guys, let me know in the comments below if you like videos like this, like Chit Chat Get Ready With Me story time editions. If you want some more story times to my channel, don't forget to click that post notification bell so you know every time I upload a video, because why would you not want to know every time I upload? And you also want to subscribe too, so go ahead and subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and yeah, I love you guys, and I'm gonna see you in my next video.